Hello and welcome to Hayashi Design. Welcome to the summer edition of Hayashi Design. Oh my god, I'm sweating buckets. It just basically went from 22 degrees to 30 degrees in 4 days, and now everything is covered in sweat. Yeah, Japan's really hot if you're visiting here. But yeah, today's topic is going to be the best and the worst things about working in a graphic design company in Japan. These are just things that I've came across since I've worked here. I don't really want to go into the negative things about working here, but I feel like if I don't give two sides of the story, then you don't really get an informed opinion. Let's go for the best things. So the first thing on my best list is working here is a challenge. I like challenges, so yeah, as a graphic designer, I'm pretty sure loads of people like challenges, but yeah, working here is a huge challenge. It's the most challenging thing I've ever done in my life. For example, I have to speak Japanese every day, I have to understand the Japanese market, I have to design in Japanese. Everything I do is not normal to me. Everything is completely and utterly alien, and it is a huge challenge. It's a huge challenge to get on with people that you don't normally think you get on with. You don't know the culture here until you've been here and then you've experienced it, and it's a huge challenge to get over these sort of things. So yeah, the challenge is very challenging. Every day is challenging, so I really like that aspect of it. Number two, I get to learn about Japanese culture and lifestyle from a normal person's perspective, and I say this, but normal person's perspective. And when I was an English teacher, I was kind of like a skewed perspective of what life in Japan is like, because the teacher's day job isn't actually that, well, for a foreign teacher, it isn't actually as long as a Japanese person's, and basically you don't really see what goes behind the scenes. So being on the other side of things is very interesting. I get to see what people actually live like and what they experience every day, which is a shock for somebody who comes to the UK. Number three, Japanese people are fabulous. I do say that they do say things about your, like, oh, your hair, it looks weird today, and oh, like, you'd look cuter if you were 20 kilograms lighter and stuff like that. Some people, they're just too honest, and some people can be quite nasty, but overall Japanese people are very hospitable, they're very nice, they're very friendly. People here are super friendly, and they're very polite as well. Like, if you go to buy a train ticket and everybody is rushing to get the train, there will be a nice queue of people waiting to get a train ticket. Nobody will actually push by, or they won't rush about and just be mean or arrogant or angry. They're very relaxed as well. So Japanese people here are just great. They're very nice and friendly. You'll see when you get here. It's everybody's really nice. Number four, everything is different. I like this because being in the UK, you get used to a certain thing, and I know it's changing now, but you get used to sort of lifestyle. But here, I can't really ever get used to the lifestyle. There's always something that will pop up and be like, was it always like that? But yeah, everything is different here, from the food, the scenery, the people, the work, the lifestyle. There's always something new every day. You just look out the window and it's like, was that always there? It's like, oh, what is that? Everything is different and everything is new to me, and I've only been here for 9 years and it's still never really going to be all done and all seen, and yeah, everything's new, so it's great. And number five, there's a lot of inspiration here. Like, there's old things, there's new things, there's neon lights, there's temples, there's robots. There's so much culture in Japan that you could just literally just walk out the door and go for a walk, and there'll be a temple on your right, and then there'll be like neon lights across the other side, and you might even just be in the country and there might just be rice fields everywhere. Like, there's so much culture here, there's so many different things for you to go out and see and experience. So yeah, that's some of the best things that I like about working and living here. Well, mostly about working and living here, yeah. The worst things, however, especially in my work, is number one, long working hours. Japanese people work way too much. I really think they need to get on that and sort that out. It's not a 9 to 5 thing. We're talking 9 to 9, 9 till 10, 9 till 11, 9 until your last train is here, and then you go home and you've done a good job. That's not the way to work. You have to work efficiently, and people here do not work efficiently. They don't realise that without input, you can't output. But yeah, the long working years are a bit crazy, like really crazy. That is not a good thing. Number two, the company life comes before your private life and your family life. Right, there's a huge concept of the company comes first. and it doesn't matter if it is your son or your daughter's birthday. You'll be at the if the company needs you to do something, you'll be at the company doing that thing. Your work for life comes first. There's this whole aspect of like, yeah, if you're a good person, your work comes first. It's like, it doesn't. Your family comes first. But yeah, that aspect of thing kind of sucks. A lot of people that are younger now are kind of like grasping on that, and we've got a few young people at work that are going home and having a life outside of work, and I think that's fabulous, but they're getting into trouble for it as well, so it's like, what? Can't win. But yeah, this whole aspect of the company comes first, and put your work first sucks. Work is important, just let me get that out there. Work isn't important, but please, I don't think that you should miss all the important family things in your life. Number 3, language and culture barriers. You'll always feel like you're on the outside. If you're a foreign person, you will never feel like you are accepted by the culture, by the crowd, by everybody. You will never be accepted here. You are foreign. You are not Japanese. You may speak perfect Japanese, but you're always going to be the outside person. So there is a huge language and cultural barrier about that. I'll talk about that in a different video, but yeah, it's kind of hard to get in. It's nice, people are very nice and friendly and accommodating, but never think that you will be part of that group. You will always be the outside person, but they'll try and make you feel as accommodating as possible. But yeah, that kind of sucks. Oh, Misties. Sorry. It's the heat. Number 4, the pay is not very good. Yeah, sad to say, working here and trying to make a living off of the money that you get from working here is pretty hard, especially if you're in the design industry. People do the job for the love, they don't do it for the money. So yeah, you will not be getting the millions and millions and millions again that you expect. You will be getting what you get, and that's about it. It's also said for the computer games industry, there's a lot of people that don't get paid that much. They do it because they love computer games, and people in my company, they do design because they love design. So yeah, that's just the way it seems to be. If you want good pay, be an English teacher, you get loads for that. And the last one is very difficult to visit home. As I said, long working hours means that you don't get much holidays. You don't get much time off, you don't get much holidays, and it is pretty hard to go home and visit family. So I miss Christmas, I'll always miss Christmas, but yeah, it's just something that I can't really foresee being able to take off in the future. But yeah, it's very hard to visit home. But don't make these things give you a complete minus on Japan. You have to experience it, and you have to see what it's like for yourself. But yeah, the long working hours is kind of like a breaker for me. It's very tough and very difficult, and you need a lot of energy to work here. But it's very challenging. I like it, but yeah, that's just some of my best and my worst. And I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye!